End of last racing season, I had the opportunity to sit down and chat with longtime race official John Tebbetts. Many of you viewers have seen John over the years at many New England racetracks. The fact of the matter is that on Friday nights, John works for Lee USA Speedway as an official. On Saturday nights, he worked for Oswego Speedway also as an official. On Sunday, John works for the International Supermodified Association, and it doesn't stop there. John Tebbetts was also writing a racing column as well as working as a TV spotter for Pit Stop Motorsports Television and the Nashville Network. And just how does John get all this done?
I go with a lack of sleep and a lot of traveling time. Luckily, my car has got automatic pilot, so it just goes straight from Manchester to Oswego without even thinking about it.
John, we all know that motorsports on this end of it is probably not the most lucrative in terms of finances, so obviously it's something else rather than financial gain that really drives you to do this.
No, I pretty much just break even on the deal, but I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, this is something there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. I really enjoy working the pits at Lee. I enjoy working the pits here. I love working with the guys at ISMA, and writing's just something that somebody said to me, hey, you're there, why not do it? So I don't consider myself a writer, I just throw out the facts.
John, we see one at various tracks throughout New England, New York, and even out in the Midwestern area. There's one common thing that we see in all these tracks is a lot of would-be Dale Earnhardts and Rusty Wallaces around here. All the drivers have a goal. As an official, somebody that works at Speedways, do you also have a goal to further yourself in motorsports?
Well, I'm real happy doing what I'm doing now. I mean, it was a real thrill for me to get offered to come to work at Oswego Speedway, and working for ISMA is outstanding. If ISMA ever went with anything full-time, I'd be glad to do that. But I think realistically looking now, it seems like going to work for the World of Outlaws would be the most logical thing I'd like to do.
John, I've got to ask you, there's probably a lot of people sitting at home right now, the viewers are saying too, do you eat all that track food all the time?
Yeah, but I usually try to stop and eat dinner before I actually get to the track. But coming here, the food here at Oswego is outstanding. So yeah, if you're coming here, I definitely recommend eating the food.
John, if there's somebody that wants to follow in your footsteps, whether it be writing for a newspaper or working for a weekly show like Lee or Oswego, or being on a professional tour like ISMA, what words of advice would you have for somebody to break into this?
Well, what I would do is go to a track like Lee or Star or Hudson, try getting involved. Like I started out working on the Speedy Dry truck at Lee, which I had done for 5 years, and finally after, hounding on Joe Callan for a few years, he finally gave me a chance with the Supers. I had 1 year working with the Supers, and Joe Moriarty Sr. came to me and asked me, hey, would you be interested in going to work for ISMA? So he told me to put together a resume of everything I'd done in racing, working on race cars and handicapping for the old E-Car V6 Supers at Hudson Speedway, and I put all that into my resume, sent it up to Chuck Hanley, and luckily I got accepted with ISMA. And at that time, after working quite a few shows for ISMA, the people from Oswego asked me if I'd be interested to fill in 1 or 2 shows here when some of their regulars couldn't make it this year. And then finally this year, the week after Racer M, I got a call from Oswego saying, hey, would you come up and work every week? And I said, sure, absolutely. I mean, working here is the thrill of a lifetime.
John, I know you've got to be impartial, but what division at what track makes you smile whenever you see them run?
Super Modifieds here at Oswego is the only place to go. Although I got to admit, watching some of the ISMA shows at, say, Thompson or Lee, Toledo was absolutely incredible. And I don't know, you can't ignore the Star Classic. When you see 24 cars coming down for the green flag at the Star Classic, that's exciting.
In 1996, John Tebbetts will be working as the race director for Lee USA Speedway, and also he may be working for the Busch Grand National North Series as well. We've got to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about the modified race at New Hampshire International Speedway this